channel. Welcome everybody. This is Sherry from Plan with Black Dog Designs. Look, say hi to Max. He's not the original black dog, but he is my only one right now. He's my little ride or die. And Mama just sat down to film a video, so of course he wants to sit on my lap. So, welcome to my channel. Glad to have you here. If you are new, welcome. Don't forget to let me know in the description box below. Hey, don't steal that. That's my pencil case. Can't have that. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining me as always. Today I'm just going to do a fun little, it's really not part of the collab that JoJo Zahana and I are doing as far as the hashtag Fresh Start New Planners. But it's going to be kind of just an addition, a tag on, maybe a, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Appetizer on the side. I had taken Miss Maker apart to steal. I had discs on here that were not original to her that I'd taken from another planner, and I needed those to put that planner back together. And then all my metal rings, which she's a deluxe. If you are familiar with Happy Planner, she came out last year in the fall release as one of the girls, and the girl line always comes on metal discs. And all my metal discs are on some of my other planners. So I'm just going to show you, if you're new to Happy Planner and you're not quite sure how to take them apart, put them back together, I'm just going to reassemble Miss Maker, and I'm just doing it with these plastic discs because I have her Franken-planned into my catch-alls, so I don't really need the sturdiness of the metal rings. I prefer the metal rings to the plastic, or discs, excuse me. But when it's just going to sit on the shelf and basically hold the contents, I don't think it matters as much. How come I'm missing one? Okay, well, I am back and I cannot find that disc anywhere, but I know it's here. So let's just go ahead and do without it. I went ahead and just left the center one out. I think that's going to be okay. I'm sure I'll come across it. And when I do, I can just pop it on there pretty easily. But if you are wanting to either take your planner apart, add or subtract, whatever, the easiest way to do it is put your discs onto your cover. And then I usually start just in the very front. I'll grab a small amount of paper at first because I find that works. And this will be stable enough to sit on the shelf with that missing in the middle. So now I'm just going to start, usually do about a month at a time. So as you can see, this was January of this year, February. So yeah, just very easy to pop. And we might be missing, February, not so far. So we might end up missing some things. Sometimes when I've had my planner Franken planned, I'll put previous months into like a Ziploc plastic bag just to keep them kind of safe and, you know, out of the way. But I think I may have gone through, and everything that I did do that with, I may have put back into either Healthy Hero or I'm just going to stick this here. I made this in the springtime, but it's a great place just to store it. So it's just a little half sheet that I laminated with some stickers for spring. And that reminds me, I should do one for fall, since fall is next week. And I've been feeling a little, you all right, Max? I've been feeling a little crafty today. Max and I got our walk, and I got some laundry started. I just had to change the bedding today. Ran the vacuum. I don't have very much carpet. All my floors are, not hard, they're laminate, but, so I swept and vacuumed and did my dishes by hand that I had from breakfast. So yeah, I thought, you know what, I really don't have anything else. My tooth is kind of hurting today still. They found a crack in it. I went to the dentist, before we went to San Diego, because I didn't want you know what I often do? I'll often put one down and then pile stuff on top of it. But just keep turning your pages so you've got your currently page and then your month behind it. So yeah, I had gone to the dentist and he said there's a small crack in my tooth, and that eventually it's going to have to be pulled. He said sometimes those small cracks can heal themselves. He took some pressure off of it, and sort of where we're at is if that doesn't help, we'll have to pull the tooth because it's already compromised. When I went through chemotherapy back in 2013, 2014, it really did a number on my teeth, and they've been really problematic ever since then. And so it's just part of my journey. And so he did give me some antibiotics in case. Okay, so I've only got up until, okay, here's extras. So I've got September, October, November. Don't have them all in my catch-all. I put them all and it was too full, so let me see if I can find those. These are just some extra sheets, and I'll pop those back in here until I'm ready for them. Yeah, so he gave me some antibiotics in case they started bothering me, or it started bothering me. See, these are some that I normally would have frankenplanned into my catch-all. This is my homestead for November and December. This is Miss Maker November, December, and my social media for now, which is wrong, November and December, but it got a little too full. So I'm just gonna take November and December of Miss Maker out, set these aside for now, and put these back in. So yeah, so he gave me the antibiotics just in case. He said that would help. Maybe there was a little infection in there. I know you're probably wondering, why is August and then November? Because September and October are in my catch-all. And that is frankenplanning. So maybe I'll just do a flip through of my catch-all. I'm going to be making some changes, and I think some really exciting news is going to be coming forth, but I was looking to see what those notes were for. Throw that away, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, my tooth is just kind of hurting a little bit, and so that makes me, you know how that is. It just kind of makes you feel a little blah. But I don't want to go back just yet and have it pulled. I really don't. I've already had to have one tooth pulled because it cracked, but it cracked so bad that I couldn't even eat. So they had to pull that. So this one, I guess I'm just kind of limping along on it, for lack of a better word. Okay, so Miss Maker is back together. This is just one of those little cards. I take and I laminate these little inspiration cards and I stick them in there. Makes them last longer. So Miss Maker is sort of back together, as good as we can for now, and she's ready to go over onto the shelf. And since we're doing just really still kind of getting new people ready for the Happy Planner, or planners in general, it doesn't have to be Happy Planner, but what I wanted to show you is what I mean by, I was looking for something the other day, and I thought maybe I'd come across it, but I haven't yet. That's the one problem with being able to take things in and out. It's easy to misplace stuff. So this is Homestead. Homestead is an 18-month planner, came out in the spring. I think she's really pretty. She reminded me a lot of Farmhouse, but in a classic size. So this is just a little bit of a homemade dashboard, if you will, that I took sticky notes from various, but I need to, a couple on here. I don't think I really use all that much. I could change out and put a couple of these cute stickers on, but sticky notes on. But yeah, so that's just a dashboard I made. I keep my stencils in here, my welcome page, and this is starting in September. So I've got done in this year from this planner, put away. So then when the year is over, I'll put it all back together and I'll have a whole planner. But so for right now, I've just got September, October, yeah, September and October. I've got November and December over there. It was just too full. Then I go into I keep some half sheets in here. I go into my productivity, which is the home extension pack. So here I've got my chores, and I did laminate these as well, just to keep them nicer. And I laminated one of each of these sheets that came in the chores, the meal plans, the budget, and projects. So there's more of those, but for me, I like to get my money's worth, and if I can laminate them, then it lasts me much longer. I can check everything off, and I usually do that. You can see I did real good last week. Not so good, on Monday, but not so good the rest of the week. And that's not uncommon, don't beat yourself up over it, it happens. So what I do is I just take, I haven't made the bed, but I'm washing it, so I'll have to make it. Meal prep, I've got some chicken thawing out, the dishes are washed, I wiped my counter, sorry if there's a little glare. Kitchen table is clean, picked up clutter, laundry's done, trash doesn't need to go out just yet. I did sweep and vacuum the floors. I did my watering, and I did do a little pickup. So there you go. That's for today. I'll try to keep up with that this week. I use my Sharpie permanent marker on that, and then when you're ready to erase it, I keep it over here kind of on my table, just some old t-shirt rags and rubbing alcohol, and that takes it right off, and then you can start all over. So then I do keep a paper meal plan list and grocery list in here. The meal plan, as I said, I laminated that. These are just some sheets I threw in because I intended to do some plan with me's, meal prep plan with me's, just haven't done it yet. Here's the weekly menu plan I laminated and grocery list. I've used this a lot. I'll take this with me to the store, and I've got my recipe. I've got anything else I've got to know in there. Just threw that little pocket in there for the budget section. I don't have anything written down on there right now. Currently, most of my budget is in a different planner, but I'm trying to incorporate some into here. And then this is the projects section. Again, a laminated sheet. I think maybe the home extension pack maybe came with 5 of each of these, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But that is laminated. Then we get into, this is the Frankenplan section as well. We get in, oh, it's noon whistle. We get into Miss Maker. I've got her for September, and October. And then I go into my social media section for September and October. Then after that, what is this? Oh, this is September of, I added Healthy Hero just 1 month because I didn't want it to get too full. But this is September Healthy Hero. I'm starting to work back in. And you know what? I'm going to move those. Remember we came across, this is what happens sometimes when you sort of Frankenplan and move things around. And I came across those half sheets. Don't remember where I had those at. But I wanted to move them because I've got some other half sheets. There they are. I've got some other half sheets back here, so I can just keep them all together. I keep them right in the very back. And so that is just a quick flip through of how, just one of the many ways to Franken plan. My planner is not an extraordinary setup by any means. It's very functional. I know where everything is. It keeps me on task. It keeps me on track. It's not too fat, so it's not a problem for me to take if I need to, or I have my mini, which I also take on the go. I can throw, let's see, that's not this week, that was last week. Oh yeah, this video's up. I just videoed this yesterday. So I can take, I keep just some little sheets in here, so when I go to the store tomorrow, have some things to do tomorrow, I can pop this in here, pick up what I need at the store, pop this in my purse. I watch my granddaughter tomorrow, so this will go in my purse, and then this just goes in my planner bag so that I can have it with me for whatever I need to do. So, all right guys, I hope you enjoyed this little flip through of how to put your planner on to the discs or change it. And the same thing goes if you want to take it off. Just go take your cover off first, your top cover, your front cover, and then do a month at a time. You know, don't try to do too much. It's easier and better if you just do a few at a time, or a month at a time at the most. And then you can reassemble it to whatever suits your needs. So, all right guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little add-on to hashtag Fresh Start New Planners. How do I change my discs? That's how you do it. It's that simple. So I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that little notification bell so that you'll be notified when I do upload new content. Thanks, and have a beautiful day.